Bruce Springsteen, the legendary singer-songwriter known as The Boss, has given his blessing to a new biopic that delves into a pivotal moment in his life and career. Titled Deliver Me From Nowhere, the film, set to release on October 24, 2025, focuses on a brief but transformative period when Springsteen was 31 and 32, recording his seminal 1982 album Nebraska. In a recent appearance at the Telluride Film Festival, Springsteen shared his reasons for approving the project, describing it as an anti-biopic that captures a deeply personal chapter rather than a sweeping overview of his life. Starring Jeremy Allen White and directed by Scott Cooper, the film promises to offer an intimate look at the artist's struggles and triumphs. Springsteen's decision to allow a biopic was not made lightly. Known for his introspective songwriting and guarded personal life, he has often shied away from Hollywood portrayals of his story. However, the concept for Deliver Me From Nowhere resonated with him due to its narrow focus. What brought this one along was that I think we had a very specific idea. Scott had a very specific idea, particularly, of what we were going to attempt to do, Springsteen explained. Unlike traditional biopics that attempt to encapsulate an entire career, this film zooms in on the early 1980s, a time when Springsteen was grappling with personal and professional challenges while creating one of his most raw and introspective albums. The Nebraska album, recorded in a bedroom on a 4-track cassette recorder, is considered a landmark in Springsteen's discography. Its lo-fi sound and stark lyrical content, exploring themes of economic hardship, isolation, and despair, marked a departure from the anthemic rock of albums like Born to Run. Springsteen revealed that the film captures the emotional weight of this period, when he was navigating difficult places in my life. At 31 and 32, he was at a crossroads, balancing fame with personal struggles, including mental health challenges that he has since discussed openly. The album's creation was a cathartic process, and the biopic aims to reflect that raw honesty. Jeremy Allen White, known for his Emmy-winning role in The Bear, steps into Springsteen's shoes, a casting choice that has generated buzz for its potential to capture the artist's intensity and vulnerability. The film also features a strong supporting cast, including Jeremy Strong, Stephen Graham, Mark Maron, and Odessa Young, who bring depth to the story of Springsteen's inner circle during this period. Director Scott Cooper, known for films like Crazy Heart and Hostels, brings a gritty, character-driven approach to the project, aligning with Springsteen's vision for an authentic portrayal. Springsteen's approval of the biopic reflects his trust in Cooper's vision and the story's focus on a specific moment rather than a sanitized overview. It just takes a couple years out of my life when I was 31 and 32 and looks at them really at a time when I made this particular record, he said at Telluride. The Nebraska era was a turning point, coming after the success of The River and before the global phenomenon of Born in the USA. It was a time of introspection as Springsteen wrestled with the pressures of fame and his own inner demons, themes that resonate in the album's haunting tracks like Atlantic City and Highway Patrolman. The film's title, Deliver Me From Nowhere, is drawn from a line in Warren Zevon's song The Envoy, but it also evokes the sense of searching and redemption that permeates Nebraska. Springsteen's willingness to share this period with audiences underscores his evolution as an artist who values vulnerability. In recent years, he has been open about his struggles with depression, detailed in his memoir Born to Run and his Broadway show. The biopic offers a cinematic exploration of these themes, framed by the creation of an album that remains a touchstone for fans. The anticipation for Deliver Me From Nowhere is heightened by Springsteen's enduring relevance. At 75, he continues to tour and create music, with his E Street Band performances drawing massive crowds. His legacy as a voice for the working class and a chronicler of the American experience is unmatched, and the biopic aims to capture a moment when that voice was at its most raw. The film's release in October 2025 coincides with a renewed interest in music biopics, following successes like Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocketman. However, Springsteen's insistence on an anti-biopic approach sets Deliver Me From Nowhere apart, promising a focused, emotional narrative rather than a formulaic retelling. For fans, the film offers a chance to see a pivotal moment in Springsteen's life brought to the screen, with Jeremy Allen White's performance likely to draw comparisons to the real-life icon. The inclusion of actors like Jeremy Strong and Mark Maron suggests a rich ensemble, capturing the dynamics of Springsteen's relationships during this period. As the release date approaches, Deliver Me From Nowhere is poised to be a compelling addition to Springsteen's legacy, offering insight into the man behind the music and the struggles that shaped one of his greatest works.